Because technically the Levitical priesthood didn't work. You had to take care of them. That's where tithes come in. Everybody had to get them 10%, the best of your crops, cattle, you had to give to the priest. And he did your sacrifices for you. That's why they were Levites throughout all the tribes. They just weren't in Jerusalem. Wherever the people at, because the land was split into 12 parts, Levites were there because they had to do the sacrifice. That was their lot. So the Apostle Paul said it. Let me get it first. That page of mine. That Bible missing some of Corinthians.
It is?
Yeah, let me see. 1 Corinthians 9. First Corinthians 9, definitely. See what Paul said? 1 Corinthians 9, verse 12. If ye be partakers of this power over you, or not we rather, nevertheless, we have not used this power. Let me jump up further. For or I only, verse 6, and Barnabas, have not we power to forbear working? Paul said, don't I have the power to stop working if I want to? I have that power. He said, who goeth a warfare any time, even in his own charges? Yeah, he said, who planted a vineyard and eat it not of the fruit thereof? If I plant a vineyard, that's my vineyard, I can gain the fruit. Or we feeded a flock and eat it not of the milk of the flock? Say I these things as a man, or say not the law the same also? But it's written in the law of Moses, thou shalt not muzzle the mouth of the ox that treadeth out the corn. So you're not supposed to work your ox to death, you're supposed to feed him. Doeth not the Most High take care of the oxen? Or said he altogether for our sakes? For our sakes, no doubt, this is written, that he that proveth not. Yeah, so you're not supposed to work a man to death. So according to the law, it's supposed to pay a man that same day. But let me read this part. He said, or said he altogether for our sakes, no doubt, this is written, that he that ploweth should plow in hope, and he that trusteth in hope should he be partaker of his hope. But we sown unto you spiritual things. So Paul said, we gave you the mysteries. Is it a great thing if we shall reap your carnal things? Paul said, look, if I give you spiritual, shall I reap some of your carnal things? If others be partakers of this power over you, are not we rather? Nevertheless, we have not used this power. So Paul said, I didn't even use that. I have the right to. Paul was letting them know, look, if I teach you guys, I'm traveling all over the place, make sure you guys get salvation, I can reap your carnal things if I had that power to do so. They say, you know what, I didn't use that power. He said, so that's why it's not mandatory. Right? It's up to you if you want to give a free will offering to the elders or whatever the case is. It's not mandatory or anything like that.
And basically they're not going off at all by.
Nah.
All right, good. All right.
It says, if other people, nevertheless, we have not used this power, but suffer all things, lest we should hinder the gospel of the Mashiach, because it hinders the gospel. We go around asking people for money, that hinders the gospel, man. Because automatically people thinking this is all what these guys are doing. We ain't about that, man. We don't ask nobody for no money. We don't need your money. Everything we get through our own hands. Do we not know that which minister about holy things going into the law, live off the things of the temple going into the priest? And they which wait at the altar are partakers with the altar. Even so hath the Lord ordained, they which preach the gospel shall live off the gospel. But I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things, that it shall be done so unto me. So if it were better for me to die, than any man should make my glory in void. You see? Paul said, I didn't use that power, neither did I write and tell you guys no such thing, even though I can, but I'm not going to, because that's what people are going to think I was all about, just money. Nah, we ain't doing that. Same thing with us, man. We ain't doing that, man. But people are going to think you guys know better than the Christian preachers, you see? And the Christian preachers ain't even bringing out a tenth of the truth. They ain't bringing out nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
They don't bring out nothing, man. These guys sitting on millions, man, using the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Long, who was sodomizing boys. This guy settled for 15 million. Gave those boys, I guess, almost 4 million each. That means you're guilty as hell, man.
He getting 4 million each, so they won't say nothing?
Yeah, he gave them. He settled in court because they were saying how this guy was sodomizing them and all that. So they brought out his dirt. So he had a settlement case with them. Paid them 15 mil. So almost 4 mil each they got. Guess what the Most High, they dropped him within a year. Remember Eddie Long? The big buff preacher? He was buff.
He was an Israelite or?
Yeah, he was an Israelite. Down in Atlanta. So you know he was already suspect. Let me see. Let me show you Eddie Long. He's one of them buff preachers. He's had the jewelry, $8,000 Versace suit. Yeah.
I gotta see how you look.
Dude was popping little. And he was so wicked too. He was slick. He wasn't doing it over here. He used to take them on long trips, and then he used to do what he did.
Basically, that's rape though. Some of the boys probably wasn't with it.
They were 15, 16. He was manipulating them. But they saw the money in the cars.
Hey yo.
Within 1 year, the Most High, after he settled with them, the young year, he got some kind of sickness. He went from like 230 pounds to like less than 100. Dropped him.
That's what you get.
This was him in his full strength. See how big he was?
Yeah.
Eddie Long.
That's how his face look?
That's how when he was healthy on the right. See what he looked like on the left?
Yeah.
They showed look how small he got. Yeah, this was him when he was healthy. See in the middle?
Yeah.
That's when he was healthy. And when the Most High shrunk him, you see, he was into working out and all this bullshit. But this was him here. Look how small he got. He got some crazy. After those crazy judgment. After he settled with them kids, yo, within 1 year, they said he got some mystery illness. He told people he just changed his diet. Bullshit. After a year later, dude died. Shriveled up.
He was lying to people still.
Yeah. Still lying, man. Still ain't confessing your faults, man. See? The Most High dropped him, man. Within 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah, the Most High don't play.
You did pop the boys.
Yeah, that's so AO, man. Like,
how you a preacher doing that, man?
my thing is, growing up when I was in the world, my whole thing was this with these homos, man. Like, that's like, man, how you? Bro,
That's a demon on it.
yeah, it has to be a demon because like these dudes is hairy, man. And, yeah, man.
That's a spirit on
You
it.
need a female, man. Like I'm so attracted to females. Listen, man. Like,
It's a demon.
yeah, man. That's really nasty.
I could never wrap my mind around that either. And how Esau into little boys, man. That little boy thing, I don't understand any shape or form. That's like his main fetish. All these pedophile rings are just white men. Like we did that Epstein got billions of dollars, kid. They have an island of just females of any choice. This guy got he had little girls, but his other friends, they went to little boys and they into eating them. Because in that same video, Epstein video, they went how the royal family was actually, they eat children. In that same video, Jeffrey Epstein and the Bible practices pedivores.
Spirit cooking.
Yeah, spirit cooking, yeah. And they called them pedivores. They actually eat children. They used to go up there, the Queen of England, but she's not the queen, they stole the crown. They used to go up to a school in Canada, Native American school, and they used to get
I think you put it on your video.
Yeah, but I put that in the video.
Like 15 kids.
Yeah.
Right. They picnic or something like that, and they was missing.
One witness said they saw the Native American girl bound to the altar. They raped her, mutilated her, and then they drunk her blood.
Hey, that's torture.
Yeah. So in the kingdom of heaven, like, damn, what is the Queen of England, her whole ass, man? And the rest of them, and the rest of the Rothschilds, and all of you guys, man. Trump, all of you, man. Obama, he's a Hamite. the pain we gonna inflict on him is just unimaginable, man. Because the Most High said we gonna do and eat him according to his anger, not our own. We can't be angry enough. Let me read that actually. Like we not gonna. That's why the scripture says you're gonna take their little ones and dash them to. You're not gonna. It's gonna be nothing to you. That's gonna be a morning routine. Yeah. Just get an Edomite baby and just dash them to pieces, man.
They're gonna be wishing they was dead.
Yeah.
Like we gonna put them so much pain and say they're about to die.
Yeah.
They be like, nah, he ain't dead yet, nah.
And we got the power to bring him back.
Like literally right back.
Yeah, because it tells you that in we get that in a minute. Zechariah 12.
That's the spirit. I literally was just thinking that, like, man, I don't know over OD and they died. And like, man, they basically like.
Nah, we going power. I'm gonna read that in Zechariah 12. I just gotta make sure this battery's all right.
I got you. I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah. That's the weakest one. Ezekiel 25 verse 12, I think. Let's read. Let's see. It says. Ezekiel 25:14. And I will lay my vengeance, that didn't happen back then, upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Most likely punish him by us. By hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger. That's a whole nother anger. Heavenly Father said we're going to judge them according to his anger, because we're going to be perfect in the kingdom. He's going to put his spirit in us. You see? And what they're going to go through is how the Heavenly Father always felt about them. You know what I'm saying? It means he never liked them, man. He created them like. So, I'll show you how much the Most High hate Esau. His empire is going to go out with plagues, ultimate nuclear fire. Yahawashi come back. The remnant of them that's left going to slavery. Through them, all the rest of the Edomites going to be born back. And they all going to serve 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. Torture. The only rest they gonna get is the high holy days and the Sabbath, and after that they're gonna get burned up again, and that's it. So that means
they're gonna be non-existent. They're not gonna die and go to the spirit world. They're gonna be non-existent. Right?
Yeah, I mean we don't know what the Most High gonna do with their spirit, but as far as the nation of Edom, they're not gonna be around.
I thought about that.
Yeah, and we got the power to bring them back. Yep, Zechariah was 12 and 8. It says. In that day shall Yahawah shall defend inhabitants in Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them, at that day shall be as David. So the least Israelite gonna be as David.
The least Israelite, most skinny, feeble, right?
Yeah, because it's gonna be an order in the kingdom. Yahawashi, King David, the rest of the 12, the 144. That's the government. Then we have the 1/3, and then you have the 2/3 going back. The 2/3 they're gonna be as David. But it says what? And the house of David, which is a 144, shall be as the Most High, as the angel of Yahawah shall before them. So we're gonna be almost angelical powers, man, on earth, man.
And I was reading scriptures when I did my video on the 144,000. I brought out that precept, and it was another precept about how the angels they can run flash, run like a flash of lightning, like they run to and back, like go somewhere and come back like a flash of lightning, super speed.
Yeah. We're gonna be as the Most High. We're gonna have power over life and death, man. So kill an Edomite could just rewind, do it another way. Oh man, that's what scripture even said. It's 1 Corinthians 6:1. Did any of you having a matter against another go to the law before the unjust and not before the saints? Do ye not know that the saints, the elect, shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? You're going to tell angels what to do in the world to come. You're going to tell Satan, listen, I want you to jack this guy up, man. I don't like this dude. Jack him up. That's the power the Lord going to give us. The same power Yahawashi said that he has over life and death. We're joint heirs. So he's going to give us that same power, man. Only difference is Israel going to be perfect. Never going to go up again.
But we're not even going to think about it. Like,
going on.
I can't go like
because why? Yahawashi himself going to be there in the kingdom. So it's not... So these heathens, man, they better just live it up, man.
Yeah.
See, the son of the Heavenly Father is going to be in the kingdom, man. Forever, man. they can't think of no uprising and we're gonna do this and can't.
They're never gonna. We're gonna read their mind too. So if they think about it, we're gonna look at them and they're gonna just, all right, never mind.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy, man. The scripture said we're gonna have power over angels, be as the Most High, everlasting life. We don't even, man. We can't even fathom that.
I was just about to say that. Like, it's hard to really imagine, but I'll be imagining it here and there because man's going to the Lord, always thinking that because he basically made all these movies. Everything that's going on right now, the Most High has it going on for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, we're part of his live action movie, so the movies that Esau be coming up with, like you said, Brightburn, I'm gonna watch that.
It's coming out on demand soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. It was another movie I watched. I think it was like Thanos and all of them. Like different powers the superheroes be having and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then intergalactic travel, all of that stuff.
All that Dragon Ball Z thing.
Dragon Ball Z
That was all
favorite.
straight. That was straight Israelites, man. The only difference is Goku hit his head, so he didn't remember who he was. And Vegeta came and told him, like, yo, you were saying, what the fuck is wrong with you? You are above these people. We were sent, we were sent out to conquer. We're sent out to conquer other worlds, man. You see? Bring it back to who he truly was, man. And which that's even spiritual because I haven't looked at that thing in years. But I see they posted it in the paper, the new DVD or whatever the case is.
Super?
Yeah.
I watched that.
And they showed a movie where it said they call Goku the priest. You see it?
I didn't see that. He calls him a priest?
Yeah, I was like, what? Because I ain't looked at that thing in years, but he's being trained by the high priest. And they all got garments. You seen it?
They gods now. So
Yeah.
Yes.
I say, yo, who they talking about, man?
that wasn't like that's really a show about us, man. Like
It gotta be, man. Like, come on, man.
Goku literally became a god in the show. You know what I mean? He became a god. And the scriptures say that we are gods, we're gonna die like men.
They showed it in the newspaper. Train.
That's amazing. And like, look, I grew up on that show. So watching that show, seeing all the powers Goku had, Vegeta, they teleporting, super speed, they flashing, and all of that. Imagine, oh man, if you could do that.
Yeah.
These heathens gonna get it. Like I'm
just like Brightburn.
Yeah.
You know, that's us, man. Yeah, he was trained. I think they said that's his new priest form or whatever.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
This right here.
Yes.
And he's trained. He's being trained by them. Look at all of them in the back.
Yeah.
He was being trained by them. I was like, what? They showed us in the paper. Look at that. They all got their garments. Come on, man. Got that majestic look. Come on, man. Like, who are they talking about? Who else dressed like that, man? I remember there was, I don't know if he's a Gadite or he's a Edomite, but he said he had a vision, a dream. And he said he looked down and it was like the floor was golden. And then he looked and he saw like a golden gate. And then he said this must be heaven. He said it and he said he looked different, like he was bigger. And he said he looked on the other side of the gate and he said he saw nothing but black people. That's all he saw. And he said they all had this ancient, majestic look. Like they had like garments. It even said garments, but it was like intermingled with like gold. They had all like an ancient look with gold, bracelets and all. And they was looking at him like, you ain't coming in here. Like he said that's the type of vibration they gave to him. Like you ain't coming on this side. But he said everybody was extremely tall and they had like this ancient, majestic look to them, the garments. And yeah, that's how it's gonna be in the world to come, man. See, we're not gonna be. Right now we're sick, short stature. In the world to come, we're gonna go back to that, like how there was an Avatar. I don't know if you remember that.
I seen that.
With the blue people.
Yeah.
You see how tall they was. You see how big the fruits was. That's how the kingdom gonna be, man. Everything gonna go because the earth right now is suffering. You see what I'm saying? Everything. It told you in times past, in order to take was it grapes? It took 2 strong men to carry. Now a grape is extremely small.
That's really the spirit. I literally was just thinking about grapes before you said grapes.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
It took 2 strong men to carry. Now it takes grapes. Get the pump. Even you look at the watermelons now. The watermelons look like footballs. I remember growing up, the watermelon used to be huge. Used to be big. You saw it's GMO'd everything, man. You literally now watermelon. That's not how watermelon looks. So in the world to come, everything gonna go back to its original size. You know, we gonna be extremely tall. You know, the majestic garments. We gonna be looking crazy, man. I was reading about Solomon the other day. They said Queen Sheba saw him. She just lost all her breath because she thought his doorkeeper was him. You ever read that in the Book of Kings, Chronicles?
No, I didn't read
That's how majestic Solomon Kingdom was. Like she couldn't believe it. She actually thought his doorkeeper, his doorman was him. That's how decked out they were. You see what I'm saying? They said there was no more breath in her. Like, I can't believe this. Like, is this real? And how much great? And she's a queen. She's not just some average person walking around.
Yeah.
So that says a lot. If she thought his doorman was him, you can imagine how Solomon looked like. You see what I'm saying?
And I heard that he was like the richest king.
They still can't figure out how rich he was.
They still can't figure it out?
Yeah. They still can't figure out how rich Solomon was.
I thought first he was extremely rich.
Beyond rich. So that means in a world to come, was wealthy. Man, we gonna be far greater than Solomon. See? We gonna have access to the different worlds, man. That's what I'm looking forward to too, man.
Yeah,
Other than
forward to that.
dashing these heathens, that's gonna be fun in itself.
Just to be
in the power seat, man.
Yeah.
See, he ain't gonna be Jake out here. You saw Jake just now, bugged out of his mind, spirits on him, homeless. Like, that ain't gonna be, man. Ain't gonna be no more gangbang niggas on the corner listening to that garbage music, they pants sagging, plotting on each other. You see what I'm saying? Adultery, homos. Ain't gonna be none of that no more, man. That's gonna be done, man. Now the heathens, they gonna still go on. That's gonna be the fun part. You see? And even after the 1,000 years, after Esau, he's done away with, the other nations, they gonna be tributaries forever. You see, same same here on this society. You gotta pay taxes and all that. Same thing in the world to come. Their first fruits belong to the Israelites. The best of your cattle, your crops, all that belong to us. You guys get the rest. That's what we say, make a nation of kings and priests. We have to give the priests best of everything. It's the same thing with other nations. The Most High gonna give them their land back, but the best of everything, they have to give it to us first.
So basically, that's the Most High showing mercy upon them in a way, right? At least they get to.
Yeah, they used to get their land back.
At least they get their land back, and they get to not get exterminated.
Yeah. They gonna be scared as hell because after they see what happened to Esau, they gonna be like, nah, we can't.
They're gonna, I don't want to go through that.
Yeah, because they gonna see, and they gonna get their ass kicked for 1,000 years. So they gonna be broken on every level, physically, mentally. They gonna be broken, man.
See? None of them gonna have no type of powers.
Yeah,
we gonna have them powers far greater than what they show in Dragon Ball Z.
Far greater.
Far greater. You can't imagine it.
Yeah, far greater.
So they're gonna be terrified of us.
You know,
ultimately, like they're terrified of the Most High.
Yeah, they gonna like, this is a dreadful power because look at his people.
Yeah.
Look at his sons, like you know, they show you in certain animes or whatever, just his the energy he emits, it causes the whole environment to shake. Mm-hmm. Like the energy he gives off, man. That's how we gonna be in the world to come, man.
In Dragon Ball Z,
your presence alone gonna cause us to.
Yes,
that's that power right there. Yeah,
they're gonna tremble.
The whole environment, that's an earthquake right there, man.
And I peeped that. I always thought about that, like with the Most High. I already know for a fact, like if the Most High was to just come, like literally, he don't get off his throne. You know what I mean? Yahawah come right now, we would tremble, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be an earthquake, man, and they won't be able to measure that one. The whole earth, the whole earth gonna shake when Yahawah come down, man, and he gonna be on top of the chariots, man. It tells you that Revelation 19, that great fear fell on all those who saw him. Is it Revelation 19? Jake don't know what this thing is about, man.
Yeah.
Revelation 19. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon it was clothed faithful and true, and in righteousness did he judge and make war. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his head had many crowns. So he bringing all the empires down. And he had a name written which no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with the the vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. That's his title. And the armies which were in heaven followed in the chariots upon white horses, clothed in white linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth those lasers go forth a sharp sword, that which he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treaded the winepress. That's how much blood is going to be.
They're like stepping on grapes.
Yeah. Of the fierceness and wrath of the Almighty power. And he had on his vesture and on his thigh name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. There's another one I want to get, but
is it Revelation 1 and 7? Where all kings of the earth going well because of him?
that's a good one. But is this? Let me see if this one is it. It's or it might be Revelation 17. I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna read Revelation 17. It says, "And he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls and the fly in the midst of heaven, Come, gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power." What's the supper? We're gonna read. "And he may eat the flesh of kings and flesh of captains and flesh of mighty men and the flesh of horses and of them that sit on them and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, small and great. And I saw the beast, NATO, and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army with chariots." There's another one I want to get. Let me see if it's Revelation 17.
Basically on like how the earth gonna shake when he come back, right? Like,
Hell yeah.
like this is something like a drunken, like the earth shall roll to and fro like a drunken or something like that.
Yeah, where the missiles hit.
Oh yeah, that's what the missiles said. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the missiles gonna rock. Let me see if it's Revelation. Yeah, it might be Revelation. One of them.
I thought we find it. What it says exactly?
It says great fear from all those who saw him. That might be second. There's also second Ezra 13 too. Bringing his word out. I believe it's Revelation 19.
Revelation 11 and verse 11:11.
Yeah, 11:11. Oh, that's the elect. Maybe I misquoted it.
No, that's it. It goes down to verse 13, and then the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Oh, that's it. Let me see.
Revelation 11:11. After 3 days and a half, Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. They stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them and saw them. Then it goes down, verse 13, it says, in the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Yeah, I think there's one. It might be second Ezra, I think. But they all go into
The second coming.
yeah, the second coming, man. Which is right around the corner, man. People, that second coming, man.
It's gonna be like, quick question, like, this is Most High's live action movie. Are we gonna be able to watch this movie?
We're gonna see it, and that tells you that Revelation 15. I'm gonna read that too. Revelation 15. You're gonna see it.
Like in a flash, or like we gonna see it?
Now we're gonna see when we beamed up in the chariots. We're gonna see the war play out between Yahawashi, and we're gonna see the missiles hit. And after we see that, you're gonna give glory to the Most High. We're gonna read it now. Revelation 15. That's 30 minutes already. It says, "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled the wrath of the Most High. And as I saw, it was a sea of glass mingled." This is inside the chariots, "with fire." So this is the elect looking at it.
Yeah,
It says,
from above.
yeah. sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having harps of the Most High. This is inside the chariots. And they sung the song of Moses, that's Exodus 15, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, that's Revelation 5, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord Almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. We read on down. Just read on down. Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? For thou only art holy, for all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest. And after I looked, behold, the temple of the tabernacle of testimony in heaven was opened. Well, I think I just, the main point was verse 2 to 3, where it says that as the sea mingled with fire, and then they had gotten over the victory over the beast and his image and his mark, and they sung the song, saying great. So after we see it in the chariots, we're going to give praise to see Yahawah Shem Yahshua. You're going to see that whole movie play out.
This is a beautiful thing. This is beautiful.
From the garden, from the... Yeah.
And then when I look around and I see a whole bunch of people still in the congregation of the dead, I see so many people, and I'm like, out of all these people, out of all the nations, Musa chose us, and out of all our people in our nation that's wicked, they game bangers, they selling drugs, they on drugs, and they tweaking, they he like, out of all of them, he chose a certain few.
Certain few, man. You be like, damn, who am I? Like,
I think of that a lot.
You be like, yeah, but who am I that the Lord would? Because I used to be like, I never thought I would know no Bible like that. You know the basic stories, say your little basic prayers, but to know the Bible like we know it now, you be like, damn, like that got to be spiritual, because the type of knowledge we have, you cannot learn that in no theologian school that could bring it out the way brothers on the street bring it out. Which Esau look at niggas, dirty niggas could break down the Bible and confound any scholar or preacher, man.
I think about that.
That's a gift.
It's a gift.
That's a gift, man.
Like, out of all of my friends, like, my friends still in the world, out of all of us, I always was the one that was a conspiracy theorist. I'm always telling them about the world about to end. I'm always telling them. I knew about concentration camps before I learned the truth, and I tell them I ain't say Esau, but I'm like, the white man, I was saying the government gonna try to put us in concentration camps and cut our heads off and all of that. And I was saying all of that before I learned the truth. I used to always, everything I learned, I used to always bring it up to them. And they used to be like, here, then they'd be like, alright, bro. But I was doing it while getting high and stuff, so they wasn't listening to me. You know what I mean? But now that they see me taking this seriously, I know they scared. Like, one of my other friends, the more I seen him not too long ago, and I was like, yo, bro.
Separate themselves from you, yeah.
Yeah, slowly but surely, you know. It's like, it's not the same vibe no more, obviously, because it's like, I'm rebuke them. You know what I mean? I can't sit around y'all when y'all talking about selling drugs to your brothers and smoking all day. I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all repent or die, man. I say that, like, y'all repent.
In 2019, niggas still doing that.
Yeah, it's still going off, man. And I told my friend Damon, right? I was like, yo, Damon, you don't want to be a king, bro. Like, you don't want to rule. You don't want to have your own land, maybe your own planet. I didn't say universe, you know what I mean? But maybe your own planet. Like, you don't want to be a king, bro. Like, all you gotta do is repeat the commandments. Keep faith in Hamashiach Yahawashi. And I told them like the word Salakia, so he be saying that sometimes. Like, I heard him, he went off when I was next Sunday, he said Salakia. I was like, at least you remember that, at least, but bro, like, y'all need to repent, man.
When they see these things happen, it's gonna come in their mind.
They're gonna remember, like my friends, they're gonna remember me. They're like, yo, cause my name in the world, my government name is Jabori. So they're like, yo, Jabori was saying something. They're like, yo, that was the truth he was saying, cause it's coming to pass.
Same thing, my friends. I told the dudes. I went to one year, came to the next.
Yeah.
But I saw one of them recently, and he was like, "Yo, I think what you're saying might be right." I was like, "Nigga, come on."
Yeah, come on.
Like, what you mean? You think only a blind man can't see now, man? This thing is about to get kicked off any moment now, man.
Any moment.
Because there've been drills all year. The bomb drill yesterday. The airport, all customs shut down.
of the trains.
Yeah, and they've been doing power outages all year, man. Over there, even in London, they had a little power outage. You see? Those are drills, man. I mean, yeah, we know the infrastructure falling apart, and those things happen too. The Mossad bringing its place down. A lot of those things Esau, which is the Mossad anyway, is doing that, and we know too. He's shutting down channels now. Before he used to just give you strikes. It used to be like months apart. You know what I mean? You never even have to worry. Now they doing it to every brother now. They just straight pulling your channel.
It was one video I dropped. I can't even drop it no more. It was only like a 14-minute video. I was putting a brother onto the truth just like 2 weeks ago. And I'm literally letting the brother know he's a king. One day we're gonna rule over our oppressors, those that oppressed us. They're gonna be our slaves, our servants, and all of that.
And they pulled that?
They pulled that. Like that. Like, nah, let me not say like that. It took a minute. It's like they watched it. Then it's like, nah, we gotta pull it. I already know this monitors on my channel now, because never before when I'll drop a video, I'll get a view like that. Now I'm starting to get 1 view, 2 views, and like as soon as I drop it, those are people that's watching my channel. They'll see like, this is what we talking about. I think they're pulling things randomly now, especially for me. So that's how I know the Mossad dealing with me. I just know it. He's dealing with us. He's dealing with all the brothers. They pulling our channels down. Yeah. It's a famine of the word.
Famine of the word.
Because there's certain people that subscribe to my channel that's probably not sincere at all. They probably just watch it to get entertained.
There's a lot of people that just do entertainment. It's entertainment. You know, they like brothers, how we bring it out, whatever. You know, and they may even believe what we're saying, but their life is still the same. They're not really changing. You know what I mean? They haven't fully repented.
That's the main thing.
They like listen. They're hearers of the word. They like it. They like, yeah, we're going to have women. Yeah, we're going to bash heathens. Yeah, I hate these Edomites too. But you yourself, this whole truth is about you changing, repenting, man. You see? Like Yahawashi told Nicodemus, a man cannot see the kingdom of the Most High unless he's born again. You see, they have to be born again. That's what I was saying in that other video. I said it, man, a lot of brothers ain't taking this thing serious. Now's the time to take this thing serious, man, because we're not going to be out here forever, man.
John 9 and 4.
Yeah.
I must work the works in that city while it is day.
Daytime, yeah.
The night will come when no man can work. That's
no man can work.
The word. He going to stop from coming out here doing no work.
He going to seal our mouth. Literally. Man.
And that's another thing. Like, so once he seal our mouth, like, say if one of my old friends, I run into them during Jacob show, whatever. They like, yo, bro, teach me this, break it down again. How do I repent? I'm going to look at them. The most I'm gonna have, he gonna put a spirit on me exactly what to say or not say nothing. I know I'm gonna just stare at them like.
Yeah. If the Most have mercy, and maybe, but 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be done. That's the parable of the 10 virgins. 5 wise, 5 foolish, and the 5 foolish came and was like, yo, let's get some of your oil. It's like, yo, we can't help you. You gotta fend for you. You gotta get it yourself. And when they try to get it, the Lord came too late. So all hell break loose. Yo, I remember you was one of the guys talking about, yo, you go through that. You're like, yo, bro, I can't help you, brother. Like. That's it, man.
Like, please, come on.
I'll be like, there's nothing I could do. What you want me to do? I'm not gonna open up the book and go through when hell dodging bullets out here, cannibals. I don't got time to talk to you, man. I'm out, man. See? You gotta be worried about our own ass in that time, man.
I be visualizing stuff as you say. Like, I just visualize that.
Yeah.
Like, someone's
yeah, you gotta be ducking.
Nah.
You got Esau not gonna be sparing nobody. When these guys come,
you're like a madman sparing.
Yeah, they're super. So they all gonna have the microchip in their brain,
and they're gonna be completely insane.
Yeah, they're not gonna even be human. They're just gonna be programmed to kill out here, man. See what I'm saying? Talking about brain. They're not going. These guys are gonna be savages, man. That's what Scripture says. It's gonna be. So it's gonna be worse than slavery, man. They're gonna have no mercy, man. None, man. So. Jake play a lot of games, man.